Hello and welcome to the Generally Semantics video game show. My name is James, as always, and today we're going to play some Dwarf Fortress. We're going to see if we can recover this fortress from the double attack of a Desert Titan and a... Sorry, the notification here, it startled me, but the double problem of the Desert Titan and then the Forgotten Beast that wasn't so great for the population of the fortress. An iron animal trap. Okay, Steamy dies, as always. Fantastic. I can't say I'm super sure what I was doing yesterday. Can't say there's going to be a whole fuck ton of stuff worth watching because I've got 43 dwarves working on putting so many corpses just in the ground. So here's hoping. Here's hoping we can pull it off. If I had been smarter, I might have held off from recording today because, oh boy, it's been a week and I probably should have taken the time off, but I mean, the problem I found with this whole kind of project is that playing this stupid game is what I would do to relax anyways. So mentally I'm not firing on all cylinders, but what else am I going to do with my time, right? Well, okay, clearly I'm not the best at building a functioning fortress, but I am thinking of doing some Dwarf Fortress tutorial videos, so this will be my first call to action, and I know that okay, that population is still includes unfound ones, so my population is probably much worse than I think it is. Anyways, sorry, this is as a first call to action, and I know that it is good for my channel if I encourage the likes and the subscribes and all of that, but I need people actually watching the stuff before it's worth bothering. But I would love to do some tutorials, just record some tutorial videos. Not the whole to-do, everything, but just like snippets that are actually edited so you're not seeing every individual designation or me reading things. So if you have any things that you would like to see like how-tos on, or how I would do's, or for me to try and fail pretty badly, because clearly, like, basically, there'll be how-tos, and then if I'm going to do this, I'm obviously not going to throw away the blooper content, because why would I do that? Oh fuck, the caravan's over in the corner here, on the right hand side. I thought they were in my mind area, and I was just very confused. We're just gonna do as we have and grab the craft. Okay, we're not going to just grab the crafts that way because I don't want them hauling all of the just empty stuff. I will grab the stuff that was thrown on the floor up here. But like I don't need 100 hauling jobs that are just hauling individual fucking rings when all I really need are some basic first aid equipment. I mean, I guess the call to actions were on the agenda. I wouldn't mind likes and subscribes, but I have no illusions about what I'm doing here. I, in a way, picked the... No, literally. It wasn't on purpose, but I picked the least Let's Playable game to try and Let's Play. And it's going about as well as you could imagine for somebody without any experience producing video content and who hasn't played the game in the better part of like 5 years, not played seriously. Mortally afraid. I understand that dwarf. That dwarf is one of my people. I too do not want to go outside because of justifiable, understandable mortal fear. So, I think that this fortress is reaching its end. I am going to... Okay, assuming that we don't die, the fortress does not die and end as a direct result of the invasions we had. I think that it is getting close to time to move on. So I'm going to finish the main keep. That means putting the final layer on and putting the fortifications in. It does not mean putting the roof on that layer. But if I have lots of time and such while I'm working on finishing that, then sure, I will do that. But that is not one of the things I'm promising. I would like to finish sealing off the causeway. I absolutely need to put 1 or 2 more layers on the Necromancer Tower. Because I'm still kind of hoping that I can get a book or 2 in there to make it so there's stuff worth stealing or sending an adventurer in for. And I don't know if I'm going to finish anything else. Because it's just... Well... Just, I won't speak while I'm doing this. I really restore more crutches. So thread's part of an important part of the hospital so that they can stitch up any wounds. The splints and stuff I think are pretty obvious why I want them. I'm gonna swipe some leather because of course I am. I'm sure there's stuff here I need or want. Oh, I want the plaster. I'm not sure if the plaster is... I'm not sure if it's in the situation where I can use it yet, but I hope it is, because I'm not going to be able to fix it on time. Like, I don't have the labor. Okay, we're going to grab all the leather because I told them to bring it. It would be rude. I'm hoping there's at least one cloth, although they might not have one. Just because, see, this is why I want the leather. It's so cheap. I can get so much material. But I hope there's one cloth, because then I could use that for wounds. I was going to look for soap. I don't know where. I think soap would be a block at the top, so I'm going to have to go back and look for that. So anyways, I think this fortress is coming to an end, either violently or because I'm going to retire it, just because I've been playing Dwarf Fortress a lot, and I could use a break. I won't abandon it. Like if it's running, like I want to get it to a situation where I can leave it to fend for itself and hopefully survive. But it means I need a new game to play, because these poorly edited Let's Plays of games that shouldn't be Let's Plays won't make. Somebody's got to actually like do it. I got to go sit in front of my computer and play. I have to play a video game. And as of right now, it absolutely has to be a computer game. I am not set up to do anything else. So if you have suggestions, I would love to hear them. I will probably, just because of the production schedule on this, there will probably be a bit of Factorio already done by the time this is posted, because this is episode, well, what episode is it? I think it's 15. Yeah, no, sorry, this is episode 16, so I think this will go out in like a month or two from when I'm recording it, when it's May 7th, and my statements about not wanting to go outside for fear for my health and safety are like really, really valid. There is no vaccine. 99% of us are still as susceptible as we were when we went into isolation, which is why it's too early to open up, because nothing has changed. We have slowed down the spread, and the moment we step outside and all go back to our regular dumb bullshit, we're gonna end up back in the same place. And if you're watching this when it comes out, or actually anytime you're watching this, again, because of my ridiculous release schedule, you will know that I'm either full of shit or was so prophetic that you should join my cult or read science journalism, depending on the way you like. If you would like to see that cult, I guess I can write sermons. Let me know. All leather. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, no, we're not gonna grab that one. We'll grab the copper bolts. We'll grab the iron bolts because I don't have the money for any of the other ones. I guess we'll grab some fish, just for it's cheap, it'll keep, and it'll provide more variation for my poor dwarves. Right, so don't include Factorio, because if it's not out yet, it's in production, because I don't know, it's a fun game, and I feel like I can make a good little series about it until I get bored there too, because that's going to be the thing. Like, I'm playing these games that don't really have an endpoint, and I think okay, so I haven't tested this yet, but I think I'm set up that I could do some streaming. I don't know if my style is really suitable for that. I don't have a way of right now reading comments while I'm going. I'm working on it. I'm working with, like, I've got a tablet that I could work if I could get it to stay powered on for more than 2 minutes at a time and run any programs, because it's quite old. Like, I got it in 2010 or 2011. It's quite old, and it just doesn't work. And fair enough. and my computer, my phone, I'd have to be looking at the phone. I couldn't just. It's not. Anyways, trust me, the physical layout doesn't really work great, but it could be fun. Chinchilla blood. Okay, we're gonna grab some more buckets. I know I bought lots of buckets, but I've used some buckets. Right, so I'm gonna be repeating myself when I say this right now, but I'm kind of looking for suggestions of what games I might want to play. That might be fun to play. Yeah, we're just gonna fucking give them this bottom one. Hopefully he's happy with that. Oh no, you want wait, what? You want a lot more. Oh, fuck it, who cares? Anyways, yeah, suggestions. I generally like these weird building, like kind of creative-y building games. I don't have. I mentioned I'm mentally. I got a collection, a small to large collection of mental illnesses, and one of them is a type 2 bipolar disorder, and I take lithium for that. And one of the things with lithium is it makes you a little bit shaky. So I can't play twitchy games. I used to play so much Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl, and if I can't even get past the first encounter. If you've played it, after you leave your little encampment, and it's your first little mission. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but you kind of follow the road, and then as you're following the road past the bus stop, you go off to the right, and it's like, I think it's a little industrial building, maybe an old farm with like a barn and stuff. I can't exactly remember what it was. I think it's a little warehouse, like a brick factory or something. I don't remember what it is though. Anyways, point is, right by the railway embankment. I can't get by that even on easiest difficulty, and I used to play on I've never been out like a maximum difficulty. Like, clearly I don't play maximum difficulty. That's not why I'm playing my games. But can't even get by it. So as much as I would love to do a let's play of that beautiful, beautiful game, I can't. And in fact, I can't do shooters at all, or other twitchy things like I don't know, StarCraft. I never played StarCraft 2, but I know StarCraft 1, it was twitchy is not really the right word, but you got to be quick and precise with your movements and key presses, and I just can't do that. I need something with more wait and see. Could do some Crusader Kings. I'm also not good at that. I'd have to uninstall an expansion or two, and back to when before they kind of nerfed the Mongol Horde style. That's another game that I just played till my computer can't handle it anymore. Wait, what? Oh wait, Dehydrated isn't Exsanguinated. They're different. That's fine. It's not great. We're down to 38 again, but we were always down to 38. Those were always corpses. We just didn't know about it. My keyboard wasn't always this loud, but I cleaned it, and I accidentally got rid of a lot of the grease in it, and it was the middle of winter, and I keep my grease out in my shed, and the door was frozen shut, so I never went and put it back, so you hear it really clicky, clicky, clicky. It's not supposed to be that clicky, but it was full of really gross stuff, so it was the only way. Oh, what other? I guess I could go the emulator route, and I could play old Pokemon. I don't know. See there, when I'm getting into Pokemon, that's games other people do. That's a game people actually do, and just why? The whole point is to be kind of weird and do dumb stuff. Like, I think the guy, a YouTuber I like, name's Nick Zametti. I'll throw him a link, hopefully, if I can figure out how to do that. He's one of those wood turners on YouTube. He's like, there's more than one. Just I like him specifically because he's got like panache and he's just a weirdo, and it's fucking great. And I feel like that's the kind of thing I want. I just need more caskets. That if something's worth doing, it's worth doing weird. And I don't know. I got a complex when it comes to popular things like Let's Plays. It's like, no, I am too good for that. I'm absolutely not. Clearly, this is fun. I'm enjoying myself. Nobody's watching, but I'm enjoying myself. But if I do a Pokemon, then everyone does Pokemon, or lots of people do. And I don't have a camera setup yet. Working on it, but being unemployed and somewhat on a fixed income right now, and unable to go out, and we're on a community mailbox situation here, and I don't have a key, so I have to go talk to somebody else in the building, and it's my landlord's representative. Not really a superintendent or anything. It's not that kind of building. It's a bit weird. He's a nice enough guy, and I have no problem dealing with him, but I've seen the way everyone else in the little town I live in has been behaving, and I don't trust any of them, and I don't want to interact with any of them if it's at all possible. So I can't go to stores because I have an unknown illness. I don't want to buy things online because I have no way of getting them once they're here. And I have somebody who's getting the groceries and stuff, and they're just dropping it off outside my door and all that. But I'm not going to ask them to buy me like expensive equipment, even if they could, because there's no, like, it's a small town. It's like there's maybe 12,000 people in it. There's no stores, and I don't think electronic stores are. Oh, they probably are essential because they sell computers and work from home stuff. But anyways, it is irresponsible. It would be irresponsible of me to go get one. Why are there so many just jail cells here? I have... Maybe they do need food and water now. I'll have to look into that. The caged animals. Caged creatures used to just be kind of in stasis. What are you murdering? Okay, you know what is a Kia? Nope, won't tell me. Anyways. Uh-oh, little lady's on the prowl. Yeah, because talking about the future right now, because it's going to take seasons to recover this fortress to where we were, if we can. And that's really boring to watch because I literally sat on this screen here and talked for like 20 minutes non-stop because there's just what else am I going to do? There's nothing I can do. I have set up the orders. There's no idlers. They're putting corpses in caskets. We need more caskets. Fuck, I even talked about cleaning my keyboard. What are, like, this is not only off the rails, it's super boring. Even if you accepted the principle of Dwarf Fortress Let's Play, this is extremely anticlimactic. It was more exciting in episode 1 when stuff was happening. So maybe in addition to the game just being entirely incomprehensible to the average viewer, just the actual game, like people say gameplay loop, and I don't like that phrasing, but we'll use it. The professionals do, so there must be some usefulness to it. But yeah, there's just nothing fucking going on. And there's, oh sorry, the gameplay loop, right? Instead of coming to a fun climax and then you're done, like we're in a pattern where the fortress, rather than supernova-ing, and it's super exciting and fun, it's just kind of there, and that's it. Okay, so I mentioned that my plans for this stuff up here. I will not be getting the millstone going unless there's population. I might do that on a reclaim or return, but anything up on these levels is just done, and anything in the aquifers is just done. That will not happen. I am not going to block out the way to the underground, because if you're playing as an adventurer, it's nice to have a way you can get to the underground. So, holy fuck, I just remembered something, because I'm seeing it right now, but all of these fun colorful things kind of or in the middle of the screen now, that's plants, because you want the floor, and if you want an underground cavern floor with the cave open, stuff will grow. But if the cave isn't open, it doesn't matter. Once it's muddy, you can plant stuff, so you no longer need to be the surface. It gives me ideas that I can't use because I'm serious that I'm done. Yeah, we're gonna just... I don't care about this. This is just digging for mining. If I have a miner that can do... Oh, fuck. Sorry, I was in the designation. I was in put, which is for stockpiles, rather than D for designate, because I wanted to take out the digging. Because... I'm not going to smooth stuff, that's fine. If I have a miner mining, I would really like them to finish digging out this, so that when I reclaim, I can just finish this layer off, rather than having to redesignate them all. You don't remember how much fucking effort it was to do all of these designations, because I did it off camera. It took like half an hour. It would take 5 or 10 minutes tops to do the part here, but it's easier if they just finish digging it. So I don't think they're going to, but that's an option. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of these. We were gonna build a kiln, and we just will not, and that's fine. I'm just looking at the amount of materials I have. Oh shit. Hey there, kitty cat. Oh, yeah. Gonna meow for the microphone. Gonna purr. She doesn't like being held, so she won't do anything. She's not really a meowth complaint. I hope that's being picked up. She's purring for you all. You've seen her too. I know, because I put some, I've edited in photos when she's being a nuisance. She's really clingy right now. She's a very good kitty and knows when I'm anxious, and it's not been a great week. Okay, well I guess the very least I can do is take it off pause. If I'm going to be petting the cat and just talking. She's trying to leave, but she's going to jump on the desk, and I don't want her to jump on the desk. If I ever presented the option, even if it's a really low effort kind of thing, I would recommend against releasing a 1 hour long video every day for over a week. It's a tough production schedule to keep up when you don't know how to do anything. Especially when the world's falling down around you. I don't think I've even seen another person in like 4 days. Because I can't go out, and I live in a quiet little town that's like 10 times the population or 100 times the population in the summer. All the cottagers from Toronto. Some of them have irresponsibly shown up. Most of them haven't. So it's still pretty dead here. I'm sorry, I know you don't want to be released. Guess who was cleaning up the desk again and misplaced the laser? She doesn't seem to want it. I think she just wants to be a nuisance. Ah, despite the danger. Okay. So we had 38 going into this. I counted 8. If we have damn it, kitty cat. You're very cute, but you're very annoying. Okay, well now I gotta play Dwarf Fortress with one hand, pet kitty cat with the other. I'm not sure. I think we may have actually healed a 1 or 2. If we have more people working than, well, dying, then we're doing pretty okay. Yeah, you just gotta hear me talk to my kitty cat right now. That's. I'm gonna try and not run any future series, even in season 2, quite as fucking badly as I have this one. I will endeavor to have more respect for your time. I've been just recording live like it's a live stream, and then just doing very light editing and annotations, and I don't know how to make the cuts and joins that I need to. I'm just too inexperienced. But figure it out. We will figure it out. Oh, your whiskers. They're uncombed. I was singing Macavity Door all day. Every version I have. We were listening to the original London Cast cassette tape, put on the 1998 recording I have on DVD. I naturally watched the 2019 version, the best version. Well, no, best is the wrong word. My favorite version. I have no interest in value judgments of best and worst. That's favorite and least favorite are good enough. 2019 is my favorite, but then after that I would just pick favorite versions of the songs. Like, I think that 1998 has the best Old Gumby Cat song. I think that Ian McKellen does the best version of Gus the Theater Cat. I think that the 1998 version has the most fun version of Mr. Mistopheles, but that the things that the 2019 version does with the song are just... It's like, honestly, when I became exposed to the other versions, I was shocked that the song wasn't used that way in them. I just find it it's a really strong example to me of how you use lyric and intonation in a song to tell a story without... Like, the words aren't telling a story in the 2019 version of it. The words... He starts off just saying random things that he sees and being really unsure. And, yeah, he tries to conjure kittens, but he really conjures the mice. Like, that is a thing that really happens, and you can see that in, oh my god, I can't remember, I forgot the name of that cat, but the female cat who's Grisabella's primary antagonist, and early on is Victoria's antagonist, and kind of never, you see the exact moment she starts to believe in Mr. Mistopheles, and Monk's Trap, same thing. Like, you see all of them. Like the verse earlier, or one or two verses earlier, Syllabub, anyways, the tiger one, my favorite background cat, is convinced in Mr. Mistopheles, but you can kind of see in old Deuteronomy, she seems to be crushing on him really hard. So yeah, it makes sense that she comes around faster, and then he actually does this trick, and I don't know what a once-resting zombie is, but he does this trick, and he convinces all of these people, and they realize in that instant, like, holy shit, he isn't just like a magician as we know it, like a sleight of hand. Like, he has something more that they didn't believe he had. And I think that only Victoria had seen, at least in the movie, just after Mongo Jerry and Trumbull Teaser he pulls the bone to save her. The only thing he does in that entire thing to save her, even though he's coming in trying to be a savior figure, and it's like I really like that he's such a fuck up. Like, it's endearing. But so she knows that he actually can do magic, and I think everyone else, with the possible exception of Syllabub, doesn't fucking believe it, and they're like, well, we got no other ideas, so let's go along with it. And then he fucking does it. He does this trick, and everyone's like, holy shit, he has a chance. And he fails 2 more times. And it's that absurdly long pause when Victoria does her verse of the, it's like, oh well, never have I ever, and then everyone else joins in, because it's not just that Mr. Mistopheles like has the ability to do this. He doesn't on his own. He needs all of his friends to have a chance, and the 1998 version of Mr. Mistopheles is absolutely a way more fun song. It's more fun to sing along to, and it is significantly more queer, which is positive, but like it's just high all the way through, and the 2019 version, it's perfect. I would have said I did not like musicals until I saw the 2019 version in theaters the first time. And I was, like, I had a blast all the way through. Like, it was fun. But I was sold on, it's like, oh, fuck, this is how, this is the advantage a musical has over a conventional film or play. In that they can use the conventions of music to say a thing while also saying a thing with the words, and like the word as written, and then an additional thing with the intonation, and an additional thing with like the music, as I mentioned, and then an additional thing with the acting that goes along with it. It's just perfect. "2019 has the most powerful memory. It's a fantastic song. 2019, it kind of, because Mr. Mistopheles is so good for me, memory kind of feels like an afterthought. Like, honestly, narrative-wise, other than the fact that Grisabella, it has to go to the Heaviside layer. There's no reason to have the song there. It's like the plot has all been wrapped up, and the secondary plot was never developed enough for it to really matter. But no version of that song is bad. I kind of wish that the 2019 version, Jennifer Hudson, I kind of wish that her vocal style allowed for more, or maybe it was the directing, but allowed for more, I don't know, variation. It's like she's just kind of all on and powerful the whole way, and it's fucking gorgeous. But yeah, I don't know. I think especially in the London cast recording from the 80s, I think that the storytelling through tone is more well developed. Contrary to a lot of people, I don't think that James Corden does a horrific job. I think that when everyone is singing in Buster for Jones' Cat About Town, it is just a lot of fun. I think that his little ad-lib about being fat, like the joke there and the dick shot, probably they weaken things more than they add. And yeah. And his solo part kind of goes on a little, like, it always goes on long, though. I don't like that part in any of, or I don't, It's my least favorite part of that song in all of the versions, and I just kind of feel like it works less well in 2019. I don't know. I'll take the original London cast and the 2019 Mongo Jerry and Rumble teaser over 1998, because I don't know. I just the 1998. It's not my style. I like the slower pace. Now I've talked about cats for fucking 20 goddamn minutes. So that's going to be the title of this episode. James talks about cats. What's going to happen? I've been talking to you for hours. So it was going to happen. I was going to talk about cats, and I'm going to talk about cats some more because I got fucking nothing else to talk about. For talking old Deuteronomy, it's got to be 2019, and it's not so much because I think all versions of that song are roughly the same. It's just that the actor who's singing it there has, I guess, similar. He's got better range and like voice than me, but my singing register centers about where he does. So like that's one of the very few songs that it's squarely in my range, and it's not too. There's nothing too crazy or taxing about it, so I can make a good attempt at it. I feel good about myself for it, and I like it. Oh yeah, and I don't know. Using Skibbleshanks 2019 best one. I can't believe no one else thought of making the train song tap dancing, because it's just you can have just the strong rhythm, the railway rhythm. It's just perfect. Although I do wish that the Jenny Any Dots had the little tap sequence it's supposed to have. Sorry, old Gumby Cat in 2019. That would be good. When I'm done recording this, I'm absolutely gonna go watch Cats like 3 times. It's 12. It's just after midnight, and I'm gonna go watch Cats because that's. If I'm gonna give you a little secret, that's what I do literally every night. Because what else am I gonna do? Be depressed all the time? Fuck that. I'm good enough at that without the help. No, back Kit Kat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, well. There were some sounds there that I'm probably going to have to actually edit out, because she knocked over the microphone, and I had to grab it, and I grabbed it really hard, and then she stepped on the keyboard. Oh, what a goofy kitty. But anyways, this episode is almost over. I'm going to build these braille receptacles. Okay, yeah, have a nap over there. She was going to play Chase the Laser Pointer. And then didn't. I've got so many of these. I will be able to put away all the corpses now. Well, that wasn't a very long nap. She always goes right for the keyboard. She doesn't realize that that's the one place I don't want her to sit. Or maybe she does. Like, it's so bad that I usually have the keyboard on my lap so she'll leave me alone. So she won't touch it. But she's proven that she'll just knock over the fucking microphone. All right. Just stop. Fortunately, I'm just waiting for dwarves to do stuff so I can play with the cat a bit, even though... Oh, man. Should call this episode Disrespecting Viewers' Time. James talks about cats. So after a few ticks, all of these should be... Yeah, that's it. I think that's all of the dwarfs. Know what that is? That is a really good sign of recovery. It's our mass grave is complete. It only took a year. Okay, well, I was going to end anyways, but the game has decided that it is time for me to stop. We did another season, friends. I didn't think we were going to make it for a season, especially when I talked about cats for fucking half an hour. Now you know what it's like to be my friend. So, new friends, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching the Generally Semantics video game show. I have been James.